My name is Brendon Camm, and I have a monster inside of my head. Yes, it's true. I do have a monster inside of my head, and it does all sorts of mean things to me, like randomly start to make me panic, whispers things into my ear to make me seem like there's some crazy underlying threat coming for me, but in reality, it's just the monster in my mind. And the monster in my mind has been especially mean to me over the last year or so. He's been preventing me from doing the one thing I love the most, and that is running. Yes, although I still have been running a good amount, I haven't been running as much or as hard as I used to be able to. And there's no physical reason why that is. It's literally just this monster in my mind keeping me and holding me down in the same spot. When I start to go hard, that monster's whispering in my ear, telling me that I'm pushing myself too hard and something bad is gonna happen to me. Or after a run, I go inside and it says I'm gonna pass out because my blood sugar is low. And there's no real evidence to back that up. It's literally just this jerk inside my head telling me these things. So I thought, what better way than to bring you guys along on this journey as I attempt to defeat this monster inside my head. And what better way to defeat any type of anxiety or panic or anything, because yes, that's really all the monster is just anxiety and panic. So what better way to beat that than to do the opposite of what that monster is telling you to do. So yes, when that monster tells me don't push hard, I'm gonna push hard. When that monster tells me don't go eat something, I'm not gonna eat something. Unless, of course, I'm physically shaking and I feel my blood sugar getting low, then yes, I will go eat something. But for the most part, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what the monster is gonna do. In addition to that, what I'm gonna be doing is a series of time trials. So yes, a time trial is gonna require me to push a little bit harder than I have been, that's for sure. And I figure why not start at the lower end of the time trials, go all the way up to the higher end. Now, this journey, it might take a while. This might be a long journey. It could take me a year, 2 years to beat this monster, but that's fine. We're gonna beat this monster together and I'm gonna bring you along on the journey. So what we're gonna do first is do a 5K time trial. Now, my 5K PB is actually in a triathlon, so after a 20-kilometer bike and a 1-kilometer swim, I did a 20-minute and 40-second 5K. I think that's about 4 minutes and 10 seconds per kilometer, and I don't know what that is in miles, maybe high 6 in miles. I'll put it on the screen right here, I don't know. But my goal right now is to really just ease back into it. So for this first 5K time trial, we're gonna go for a 25-minute time goal. Now, this is definitely achievable. I know it's definitely achievable because right now I can run the 5K in 27 minutes without any structured training, just doing low aerobic zone 2 training. It's pretty much all I've been doing, and I can do like a 27:30 5K. And so I don't think this is gonna be too challenging, but the whole purpose of this challenge, guys, is to get me outside of my comfort zone and start telling this monster that, you know what, guy, I'm not gonna keep listening to you. No, I'm gonna start doing the exact opposite, and you just gotta have to kind of learn to live with that. And you can either stay in my head or leave. I prefer you to get out that door though. But, so yeah, this is gonna kind of be like a training journey vlog, beating the monster. The overarching theme is, of course, gonna be defeating that monster. With that little bit of a rambling introduction out of the way, I kind of wanna go through how I'm gonna structure this 5K time trial training block. So, getting up to the mileage again. So I wanna get my weekly mileage up. And instead of doing longer runs each time, I'm gonna try to run 5 to 6 days a week and try to do at least 20 to 25 minutes at the start. Over the next 3 weeks, that's gonna be the goal. 20 to 25 minutes almost every single day, because I don't wanna go out there for 40 minutes like one day and then skip a day. I wanna start building up that consistency again in my running. And the best way to build consistency in anything is to do it consistently, do it each and every day. But the issue is if I go out there too hard, too fast, like I've said in other videos, I'm gonna quit. So I'm gonna go out there at 20 to 25 minutes each and every day, which I know for myself is a very short amount of time. For some people, it might be the long amount of time, but it doesn't matter. I know for some of you, you're thinking, Brendon, that's almost nothing. And I sure, fair enough. but we're all at different stages of our running journey, and we gotta realize that. So over the next 3 weeks, it's gonna be my mileage base building phase. After that period, we're gonna start doing more specific 5K race stuff. And then I think around the 8-week mark from yesterday, so from the 7th of February is when I consider my training block started. So 8 weeks from the 7th of February is what we're gonna do the 5K time trial on a track. Yes, there's a track near my new house, and I'm gonna try to go down there and do it on the track. Hopefully there's not gonna be snow. What's it gonna be? February, March, April? There could be snow, so we'll take that when it comes. We'll try to navigate through that. But anyway, guys, here's what I did on day one. Day one, we were gonna do a 22-minute run, and this is how it went. My mom's to do the run today. The area that I live in right now is super hilly, and you know, it's not gonna be bad once we get into more intense training and structured training, but when I'm just getting back out there started, I want a relatively flat area. Don't want to challenge myself too much just because like, we're gonna defeat that monster, but we gotta make sure that we defeat that monster in a smart way. We can't just dive into it right away. We gotta take the steps for success, and the step for success right now is to drive out to my mom's, which is a relatively flat area. Okay, time to get out there finally for the run. We decided to go with the Gel Nimbus Lite number 2. I'm working on a comparison video between this and the NovaBlast, so I figured why not take it out for a little bit of a run. And yes, it is cold, so I had to go with the neck gaiter, bringing some water along just because it makes me feel a bit more comfortable. But anyway, let's get out there, start this run in the Gel Nimbus Lite number 2. My mind is telling me don't go on the trail, but this journey is all about doing what your mind says not to. So trail time. We beat the trail. We beat the trail. Onward. So we just hit 22 minutes. That's supposed to be the end of the run. I really want to keep going, which is a great start. It's yeah, definitely a much better start than I thought so, but we have to stop. We're stopping here. Time for a cool down. Gotta take it easy. 22 minutes is all we ask for. Don't push ourselves too much. We'll talk more about that run back in the studio, but I'm encouraged. We're gonna beat this monster. Monster, I'm looking at you. You're going down. Welcome back to the studio, and yes, so yeah, the 22-minute run went exceptionally well. I thought that I would struggle a little bit today mentally just because there's been a lot of stress over the last few weeks, but you know what? I didn't really, and that's a great sign. That monster, he better be scared. We're coming for you, buddy. You are going down. You're going down. You're getting out of this head. But anyway, so yeah, 22 minutes, 3.61 kilometers or 2.22 miles, something like that. 6:16 per kilometer pace for an average heart rate of 143 beats per minute. Nice and easy. Actually, I was surprised my heart rate was even that high. I think it might have been because I was filming, or there might have been something going on there, but like I said, yesterday was a relatively stressful day, so stress can impact your heart rate. That's definitely something that will happen over this period. But in addition to that, I did do my recovery and maintenance routine. So what I like to do for my maintenance routine is just glute activations, body weight squats. What else did I do there? I did planks, I think, and did I do mountain climbers? I don't know. I'm putting some video over here. I forget. It was a little bit ago now. But I did feel relatively good while doing that, and that's exactly what I want to see. Now, some positives for the day is that I did hit that 22-minute mark without really any issue, and I was very eager to keep on going even further. The monster did come out a few times though. I have to be honest. Like that time when I was going to the trail, the monster was right there in my ear telling me not to go down that trail, because if I were to go down that trail, my run would have been extended and who knows what will happen. But you know what? Monster, I didn't listen to you. And you know what? I'm stronger because of that. Now, this day did go relatively well overall, but guys, that's not gonna be every day. Anyone that deals with these types of issues, anxiety and panic, knows that there's good and bad days. It goes kind of like in waves. So yesterday was a good day. Today, for example, when I'm recording this, was a bad day. But you'll have to wait and see what happened today in the next edition. There is going to be like a bit more of an in-depth video later on in the week, maybe early next week, explaining the Resurgence a little bit better. But essentially the Resurgence is me defeating the monster inside my head. Okay guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I know this isn't like my typical videos, no shoe reviews, no fun little things. This is more like it's not a downer by any means, because hopefully it will have a positive outcome, but it is going to be some work. And this is my first training series, so if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see in the training vlogs, please let me know. But for now, I hope you have a fantastic evening, and I will see you later this week for a shoe battle. It's going to be the NovaBlast versus the Gel Nimbus Lite number 2. Stay tuned, and yes, we do have some new shoes coming in the mail. I'll have to let you guys come back and see. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that a lot. I'll see you on the next one.